also joined us not that long ago, and she's already doing the second speech. Very well done, Mei Chen. And the title of the speech today is Lessons from My Recovery. Mei Chen. Lessons from My Recovery, Mei Chen. So, in March this year, I had the misfortune to suffer a slip disc at my lower back, along with a pinched nerve. So what caused this? Well, I don't have the answer, and neither do the specialist that I consulted. So the generic explanation given were simply wear and tear, bad posture coupled with advancing age, and improper movement, improper lifting of heavy objects. So the worst part of my injury was the pain. I had really bad pain that radiated. I had really bad sciatica pain that radiated from the back of my right thigh to my calf. I could not sit for more than 10 minutes and had to stand all day at work. In fact, I'm known as the lady who stands at work. I could only manage pockets of sleep, nothing more than 2 hours, because the pain will wake me up at night. The side of my right leg was numb, and I lost control over my right little toe. In fact, I had to take oral painkillers for pain management because it was really torturous period. But the only positive side of my injury was that it's not serious enough to warrant an operation. It was really, really tough for me in those early days. Right? So I decided to take time off from work to focus on my recovery. And today, I'm delighted to share that my recovery is on track. I feel much better now. I can feel my leg is no longer numb, and I'm able to resume work without taking painkillers. I know that back pain is a common problem these days in our generation. So I'd like to take today to share some of the lessons that I've learned from my injury. Now, I don't wish upon this injury on all of you, but sharing is caring, so I would like to share some of my lessons to you. So firstly, I learned that humans are not meant to be in a sitting position for a long time. Our forefathers were mostly on their feet, out hunting or gathering crops for their livelihood. But times have changed, and most of us are now desk-bound. We have to also commute long hours in cars, buses, and trains to reach our destination. So these are the constraints that we face, but there are ways to work around it. So while at work, try to stand after every 30 minutes or 1 hour, just to move around and stretch, right? But in the event that you are not able to do so, there are some stretches that you can do while you're seated. Right? One tip that I have is hydrate yourself constantly so that it will create a need for biological break, and thus giving you the push to stand up and stretch yourself as well. Secondly, I learned that you should never bend forward to pick up an object. The right way of doing is always walk forward, bend your knees, and pick up the object. This will protect your spine. I know it's human nature to move with the least effort. You may think that bending forward and picking up takes less time, but it's actually not the case. So if you see a 100 ringgit note lying on the floor, don't rush over and bend forward and pick it up. Walk slowly, pick it up, right? Bend your knees and pick it up. If you are beaten to it by a lot of other people, don't worry, it's not yours to begin with. At least you protected your spine. Thirdly, I learned that your body is an amazing creation. Bones, ligaments, muscles work cohesively together. Bad posture aggravates the pain, but good posture eliminates it. So if you feel that you have soreness in your maybe neck or your leg, it's because you may have used it incorrectly. In one of my posture correction class, my instructor pointed out to me that I have a tendency to lift my left shoulder and crunch my right side. And this is the reason for my neck pain. Or I tend to overextend my leg like this weird I overextend and the arms at my back when I stand. So this is also wrong. The correct way is to stand in a neutral position, knees bend a bit forward, and your arms must always be in front of your spine. This is the correct posture. So when my instructor corrected my stance, I did not feel any pain. So it was truly a revelation to me because I could see the cause and effect immediately. And then from my class, I realized why I have this bad habit. It's because I used to wear high heels all the time. And that is very bad for your back. So for the ladies here, if you need to wear high heels, try not to wear for too long. For now, I choose shoes that provides me with good support. Though it's not the nicest, but I have to choose comfort over aesthetic nowadays. Now, finally, I also learned that there is no one cure or one best recovery method. You need to find a recovery method that works for you. There are a lot of options out there, and they can be complementary to each other. For me, Western medicine did not work, like painkillers and physiotherapy. After each session of physiotherapy, I felt worse. So the key thing is to always not to have a fear in trying out new options or stop trying new options. Nowadays, I complement Ayurvedic treatment with posture correction class and added swimming to my exercise regime. That seems to work for me, and fingers crossed that my recovery will continue. So these are a few of the lessons that I've learned, and I hope that you found this useful. I'd just like to end that please remember prevention is always better than cure. Your spine is critical for your mobility, and you only have one spine, so take good care of it. Thank you.